The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. What a treat to be here in what is called the prettiest little stadium in America, home to the Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, and the Mountaineers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Eagles offense takes the field to start this game off. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we can get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on, but this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
Pulled down for the tackle. Georgia Southern in a hurry. They'll try to run for it. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Appalachian State's offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Oh, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll do it himself. Nice move to keep running. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. In the red area, it's Anderson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Fires into the end zone. Picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room, it's Lewis. Not a whole lot of room to run, let's give him a couple. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Motion from the wideout. This is a designed run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man, it's Lewis.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Unloads to the wideout and wings it incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hamlet. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught, it's Alexander. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They put the first points on the board.
Really nice job by this offense. I love it. They were aggressive, moved down the field, got the touchdown, broke the 0-0 seal. This game has not been high-flying by any stretch, but that's how you finish a first half.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivalries. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got a man, it's Sanchez. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield, it's Swan. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle with Sanchez. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
And the Mountaineers have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Swan. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touches. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw, it's Swan. Makes the grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Hairston. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hairston.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Catch in the middle, it's Dozier. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Georgia Southern.
The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Timeout, Georgia Southern.
From the gun. Give on the inside. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Give to the running back. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other, against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talk